We just feel sweet and easy. Sweet and easy. We feel, we when we listen, those comparisons, when we float in the gladiator, Oscar Peterson. Wow, that's a spin. Music's playing. The word is like the word is like the blood is of the night. And little candlelight. And air stinks of a smell, flavor of a sandalwood. Of a sandalwood. Like you could. Like you could. And the roses, red wine and ashes, of a sandalwood sticks, and the fingers gladiator. At the end of the day, wing victories of a burden, sorrows, fire flashes, eye candlelights, burning eye bulbs, eye lights. Hearts from the candy burrows, ear holes, dripping sonic spectrum. Throughout the jazz music and all that jazz, dripping love, poetry, jazz poets. Rap sticking holds, freestyle to the genetic, Robin Nicholas information of his poets to the say of the wing, personal advantage, kind of vehicle for the soul, highway, crystal railway, soul. As we all driven to record every single part of this molecular haze, driven inside of a room, smoky, dusty hallway, scattered, all driven, pop up inside of universe. Friday afternoons in the universe, in and out, holy spectrum, cortex, fluid vortex, you and me having textures today. Holy fucking trippin' angels, spins, arcades, haze, jades, and spin of porcupine eye and angel spinning, haze, devil, and millennium, out of trippin', what a hell life from the angelic, out of trippin', devilish, viscerous, you and me having sparkle infinity conversations of a so-called easy and going sweet, as my voice murmuring, shattered. Old spatters, zigzag patterns, no labyrinths, no archetypes, living worms, decomposing the vibration from the inner earth, essential force parts of the hearts, living fox, haze visionaries, poets briefingly inside of lonely drinkers of a death from the suffering of atomic scream of a man, you and me. playing Oscar Peterson, Infinity, Jack Michelin, Bob Kaufman, and all these jazz poets. Man, Mr. Ginsberg essential is trying to retribute his end of the breath sentences to the best mind of his generation. To the best bards, best aunts, best holy dripping galaxy, pinch holes, till to the end, to the end, to the end. And on the bottom of the glass, something whispering when you open your diamond soul. And you open your heart, it's your highest goal. To be a non-conflict person, open with soulness, soullessness, of speechness, an intelligible way of intangible blue sky, velvet moon pie, heaven sky, left side of dark murmuring light at the end of the pattern of a tunnel of the life forms, jazz being poets forms. Imagination of poetry is poetry of imagination, and without poetry we would lost our heritage, we would lost our fundamentals, primordials, roots of essence, of humility, of kind of humanity, of kind of what we are, of kind of the question of who we are. And then when we're spinning, when you're having a feeling, it's kind of revolutionary, it's enlightening, and we are going for it. At the edge of the smoke and purple Fibonacci number sequencing geometric pattern out of the ring, first eye, theater of third eye patterning, decomposition, the vibrating thing of imagining, framing the time frames, blossom, lattice, spectrum, whisper it in timeless wings. It's kind of personal knowledge, heritage as you continue the decompositing the continuum of time space. Oraculous erase these tapes from this broken bones, pattern ashes, skeletons, driven mask of Tahiti zones, aborigines, 8 patterns playing harmonica players with in the dark naked ocean driven patterns of the light and beams scattered in this thunderstorms driven into the room of a chamber of eternity member as we go eternity into the memberless things and we going into the pattern of his death. It's still playing the old vinyl holographic player light through the galaxy asteroids to the murmuring haze supernova was lighting so pally bright, the brightest sky. And the end of the low dies to the blues. That is my hometown sickness blues. And we going like a jazz poet of all San Francisco North Shore to the west. Disorder, delusional ways of a psychotic way, psychotic angel of the so-called burn, beautiful, lovely stuff, the pattern light, schisms, gold time of all kind of hearts, comes carved with all mechanisms that is purple eye, eagle wings of strife, suffering that is still on the one made of string, it's made of the gold ashes, all luminary, strength of sutras, Buddhist haste, Christians hate, taste, loving haste, never dying, even if you gold, come on, you're dying, but you're not mortal, you're immortal all the time of your life, so stay in the present, man, consciousness, imaginary, visionary, shit, vehicle for the soul, crystal arrival of a gold, piper, highway, raincoat, unicorn style, stubborn, I to me, you, I do, take, I the verse, universe, verses, shivering, sparkling, the ring of the soul, potential, one string, one consciousness, holy, free, assurance, resemble from this holy and other part of the universes of the stars of God, the shining verses of the so-called inner verses of the so-called trans verses of the so-called trans imagining, trans intimidating, trans nurturing, transformating, transmutating the so-called French of his creature, French of his beings, French of his species, of the end of the strings of the trees and the wings breathe of the softly sorrow of a winged bit weary. And having this self-full unfolded petals of arcade trees, jade, I'm an amethyst sky pile, living high, skyfall, living high, downfall, nightfall, eternal hero ashes. Candlelight of a sandalwood mystery, red, white, and Oscar Peterson. You and me, have infinity, jazz poets. You and me, Mr. Unknown, Unborn Heroes, jazz poets, and all low-down city, low-down homesickness, blues, penetrating the end of his strings, claviature of a mind, claviature of his unexpected, expectually using of a mind without rewind the purses of his so-called linguam, languid, tantric, language, jazz, poetry, spinning, mortal and immortal is saying what we are all one expressing universe at breath and death. As you said, all its natural correspondence with the smoky rainy haze of a drama, theater of a soul, and go live in spinning pottery at the end of the day, when 11th minute just get into the railway, the train of thoughts, running sushi, never ending. You never know what you're buying, you never know what you order, but it's still running sushi, and the playing claviature benign, and you are still listening to this, still listening, and the jazz playing soul, exceptional talents, living goals, and we are all falling into the already happening.
It's just all I'm feeling. I have not much more to say, but at the end of the day, just sitting in your room of your hometown or old town of this tradition, listening to the jazz, Oscar Peterson playing so vibrant, softly, exceptional word of string, and you're just having it. Everything all around is just, sparkling shades. You're chilled down, unconflict. You have a peace in your mind, peace in your heart, peace in your soul that's driven by the music, candlelight, sparkling flavors of a sandalwood, and, just the mess around of things, living in chaos, but still living in the streets, and the balance is a harmony. And the darkness is illuminated by inside with essence of shining emeralds of poetry, as living in the honeymoon milk of the 13 nymph, and we are all driven like a synced by angel kernel stratosphere, rotating at the point of the edge of a so-called needle inside of an asphalt vinyl desk, rotating in the side of the mask of a bargain spear, side light head spheres, and I can just borrowed from a hijack angel living in this hyperdimensional, hypercontraction, hyper-interactive kind of being, lunatic, mesmerizing strings of a clairvoyant, revolutionary voluntaries of this visionary kind of claviaries, this word just, melting inside of a sphere of spectrums, ADAM, phantoms, flangers, chorus of delay egos inside of a spectrum, pitch me down, bend me, cut me inside of a consciousness that's living in the subconscious nose that is driven beyond the eyeglasses, virtual light, furred out, symmetrics, tactics of this so-called luminary six-dimensional haptics inside of a hypersphere, Dyson sphere, light beings, 99% of his elementary elevation of his sunbeams inside of his scattered unfolded battle potentials of the mind, human, transhumanistic, experimentalism, prism, philosophy, theogonical, entheogenesis of his vibratium, barbagenesis inside of his subatomary conceptual kind of living waves, Adam springs of this so-called quantum abracadabra. You living in this caliber of so-called vibration, oneness, holiness, potential kind of religion, spiritual beings live inside of eyebulbs, trajectory that is hard potential parts assembled from the many darts of the universes, but it's still one universe, because you are the universe, you are the universe, the quality of life, golden ash, traveling flowers, vital, immortal, ever and ever again immortal. forever. What? Future, present, now, past, frozen. Ashes of the frayed yellow poem, species of this carbon-based life forms, whispering to the edge of the known poem, as we only